Hello everyone, welcome to another Quad Education Test Prep Fundamentals video. My name is Tom, and today we're going to be talking about a topic from the SAT and ACT that is absolutely essential for you to master in order for you to achieve a top score in the reading and grammar sections. That topic is vocabulary, and in order to be successful with vocabulary, you must both employ a good knowledge of words as well as good process. So let's take a look. Okay, let's talk vocab. I've defined here that vocab questions are questions embedded in passages that test your ability to develop synonyms for specific words and phrases. The thing here is that in order to pick a good synonym for a word, well, you need to know what the word means. Or you at least need to know what it looks like it means given the context, and also you need to know what 3 out of the 4 words given means, so you can use process of elimination when you're doing the question. As for where you see them, the obvious answer is in the reading sections of ACT and SAT, but when you think about it, there really are actually vocab questions in the writing and the English sections as well. In the reading sections, there will always be this sort of, as used in the passage, the following word most generally means what construction. But in the grammar test, they'll just underline a word in the passage and give you 4 options for synonyms for the question. So no question given, just pick what it means. Next, how to solve them. Like I mentioned, you need to know what the word that you're replacing means, or at least more or less what it means given the context around the passage. You need to also know what at least 3 out of the 4 answers given mean. When you read the sentence where the word is, you're going to want to figure out for yourself what the replacement word is, as if the test were fill in the blank as opposed to multiple choice. So you know exactly what that word that you're looking for looks like. Then you take that word that you wish were there instead and filter the answers based on that word. I've also written here that the answer that you select must fit exactly into the answer. So if there's any sort of wiggle, well, that's kind of what that word means. That means that it's not the correct answer. So the word that you select must fit exactly into the context. That's with any prepositions. So if it's on or in, it needs to fit with that. And all the definition needs to be there as well. Another thing to remember is when you're looking through the answers is that an I don't know for an answer is not the same thing as a no, which is to say, don't eliminate an answer from your decision process just because you don't know what it means, because after all, that word that you don't know what means could very well be the answer. And that's much more clear when you know what the other 3 words mean and they don't mean the word that you're looking for. So then by process of elimination, you can say, well, I guess it's the one that I'm not sure about because all the other answers are incorrect. Okay, that's enough of me reading things. Let's take a look at some example problems. Okay, here's our first example problem. Go ahead and read the excerpt and attempt the question. I phrased this same question both as a reading question and as a grammar question just so that you can see the way that they'll be presented in the tests. Okay, let's take a look. So we'll read this excerpt really quickly, and I took this excerpt from a recent 8K filing by Twitter because of that big dumpster fire that's going on over there. I just found it interesting. In connection with the merger, Twitter is terminating all commitments and replying in full all outstanding, that's our word, obligations due to the revolving credit agreement dated August 7, 2018 by and among JP Morgan Chase Bank NA as administrative agent, Twitter as borrower, and the lenders from time to time party thereto. So we're looking for the word outstanding here. And this is a classic thing that the test will do. They'll give you a word that you are familiar with, because usually when you hear the word outstanding, you go, oh, great, amazing. And they'll use it in a way that's slightly different from the norm. So what outstanding here means is really what's all leftover obligations due under the credit agreement or whatever. And so I can get rid of, excellent and superior, both because they mean effectively the same thing, which means they're incorrect. And also that's the usual word of outstanding, not this use here in this financial context. And then we have remaining and erudite. And erudite means something completely different. It means educated and smart sounding. And I've included that there as a trap answer. And that leaves us with what's left over. And the grammar question here is exactly the same options. It's just there's no question given. It's just pick one, which is how they'll present it in the English and writing sections. Okay, let's clear out my scribbles there and move on to our next example question. So some more Twitter 8K for you. See what you can do. See what you can do. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Really quickly read this excerpt and see what we can do. Each outstanding equity-based award to the extent vested was canceled and converted into right to receive an amount in cash without interest equal to the product obtained by multiplying 1, the amount of the merger consideration, by 2, the total number of Twitter shares common stock, then subject to the then vested portion of such equity-based award, and with respect to any vested equity-based award subject to the performance vesting conditions calculated based on the achievement of the applicable performance metrics at the level of performance at which such equity-based metrics vested in accordance with its terms. So a bunch of financial gobbledygook there. So we have this word vested, and I picked this one because it sort of sounds like a vest, like clothes that you would wear, which is why I provided this clothed options here. And what you really want to do here is decide what vocab word that you wish this was. And so you look at this, the total number of shares of Twitter's common stock, then subjected to the then given portion, provided portion of such equity-based award. And when we have this given word, you might even want to write that there as the word that you wish that it was. You see provided, reported, and donated. And so reported is way off. And then we have provided versus donated, which is really this connotation-based decision. And in the context of finance here, it's not donated. This is all money-based and profit-based, so we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to settle on provided as the best answer. Okay, that's it for this video. Remember, with vocab questions, always make up your own vocab word. An I don't know is not the same thing as a no, and the answer must fit exactly. If you found this material useful, we hope you'll consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to Quad Education. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.